Good morning and welcome to Sports at Sunrise, where you get your morning sports opinions. I'm a sad Ducks fan. That's a sad Sooners fan. How are you, sad Sooners fan?
I exist. I got in a fight with my dryer earlier.
Huh?
That's all the context I'm gonna give you.
Mm,
It was very funny. I've already had to tell this story like 3 times tonight, but
I'm getting the
I
fourth
got in a
later.
fight with my dryer and now I'm bleeding.
I'm getting the fourth later.
Can't really tell, but there's
Oh,
a
so
little,
you also lost.
no.
You drew blood. Did the dryer draw blood?
Well, obviously the dryer drew blood.
No, but did the dryer bleed?
It depends on what a dryer bleeding means.
Was there
Because maybe
red? Was there red
I ripped
blood?
things out of it. That's all I can say.
Damn, you went for the organs. You didn't say, I don't want no blood. I want your
Oh
organs.
yeah, no, I took it apart. Yeah, no.
You ready to talk sports?
I got up in there. What are we doing? Yeah, sure.
We're gonna start in pain. I'll start with the boring game. Indiana grabbed its belt. Oregon got in the way, and cue the Michael Irvin gif of hitting a belt on a brick wall.
Yeah.
It was not a fun day.
So, if you're Dante Moore,
Stay.
you think so?
Yes, because there's no doubt who the number one pick is anymore.
That's fair.
And you don't want to go to New York.
I mean, are you sure you don't?
If you're Dante, who is a developmental talent, which he proved tonight, would you want to go be a developmental quarterback and stay another year in college and get more starting experience? Or go to the Jets?
Well, you have to. Let's be real here. The Jets, you've got Armand Membu, who is one of the best rookie tackles we've ever seen. Like, as a rookie, he was incredible. They have Tippmann. They have Elijah Vera Tucker. So the offensive line is good.
Yeah.
Then the weapons now, you've got Garrett Wilson. John Mechie looked really good. You have Adonai Mitchell. You have Mason Taylor. You have Breece Hall. Like, genuinely, is there a situation that's that much better that you can get into next year? Let's be 100%. The Jets were bad this year, but most of that was because they lacked a quarterback.
But I don't think it's...
Like, I think I'd rather be a Jet than a Raider. The Raiders don't have an offensive line. They just don't.
Because they were hurt all year. They lost both tackles in the center.
Right, but even not hurt. The only two useful ones are the left tackle and the center. The other tackle's not good.
But if you're Dante Moore, who will be 21 come the draft, he's young.
Fair.
The national media is right now very against him because of how he played tonight.
If you get drafted to the Jets, they're just always going to be against you. That's how it works.
Yes, and there's ammunition right now because even though one of his two first half fumbles was not his fault, the pick six was bad, the other fumble was bad. Not even the bad, honestly. But I'd almost rather stay that extra year in Oregon, develop another year at Oregon, because he's not Anthony Richardson as far as he can't throw the ball 90 yards. He's not running a 4-3.
Sure.
But he is a much better on the physical side of a prospect as Mendoza. Mendoza might just be one of the best pure passes I've ever watched in college football after what I've seen him do in the last 2 weeks.
Sure.
And if he stays, he's the clear-cut number one pick going into... Actually, no, not clear-cut.
No, he's not.
Never. I just said never mind.
Yeah.
Because Ertz is going to be there.
And who else? I guess I don't know who else is going to come out and who else is actually that good.
I think Ertz is the only other one.
What about the... I'm just making an assumption based on who the coach is. And he had a good year this year. But the USC kid.
I think
Lincoln Riley makes quarterbacks. I don't know how to
But
pronounce
here's
his
the
name.
thing, though, with Lincoln Riley.
Is my issue.
Miller Moss is not going to
He's
get...
the only one that never worked,
Is
and
he-
he's in Louisville.
Who
he
is that
left.
quarterback? Who is that
It's-
quarterback right now?
Mavaya? I don't know how to
Where's
say
he
his
at?
name.
He's at USC?
Yeah.
Let's see if he can even come back.
Jaden Maivia? Maiava.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say that name.
He could come out this year.
He won't. I think he goes back to USC for one more year.
How old would he be next year? Because that's the other factor is he's a redshirt junior. I think he's redshirt junior.
ESPN just says junior, but
But that's what it's on Avery page. They do not show the...
I mean, I wish anyone had information on this
He will
kid.
be 23 come draft time. I
Okay.
think. Yeah,
So
23.
the same age as Caleb and Jaden Daniels and 3
Yeah.
years younger than Bo Nix. That's fine. I'd wait a year. He had a good year, but you would love to go back and have a great year
That's the
before.
I think Dante's going to stay because of also just how it ended.
That's
The
fair.
theory even before tonight was he was staying. That was the talk
Sure.
in Oregon was he understands his weaknesses and wants to big thing against him is leadership and how he leads. Plus some of the other things he can fix. So,
Sorry, my brain just clicked.
no.
With another possible name.
I
Who's this kid? What is he? Oh, yeah, he was a sophomore this year. The guy who's in all the trouble. DeMond Williams in Washington,
I was gonna
who
talk
was
about that
very
too.
good and like
Well, he was just
really high. He was good, very highly touted, and then signed a deal, was gonna leave, and then now came back because he got threatened to get sued.
Well, no, that's not that. So part of the deal was that he couldn't enter the portal. He signed
he
a contract stating he cannot enter the transfer portal because revenue share was part of his contract.
Yeah.
Then he tried to enter the portal 2 days later, and his agent quit.
That's insane. Yeah. That won't help, but I mean, he could still be a guy.
If he starts next year,
That would be insane.
because the coaches come out and said he has to regain the trust he just fully lost.
I mean, that's fair. But
So, the other big news in college football, Miami beat. Why can't I find the game? Ole Miss.
yeah,
Miami goes to the national championship on a very controversial no call. Did you see the no
no.
call? Their CB was on a Hail Mary attempt. It was a 35-yard pass. Had full grasp on the receiver's jersey and was pulling him as the ball was thrown, and ran over them, and they no called it because it's a Hail Mary.
That's what I was gonna say though. If it's a Hail Mary, even if it doesn't matter. If
they deemed it a Hail Mary because it was an end of game.
I need to see this whole play because I want to know. I want to know because I need to see both sides. Is it a Hail Mary? No. Okay. Wait, that's not the play.
Let me see if this has it.
I was like, that's not the play.
I'll send you
Because
this.
one-on-one on one side, where they also sent 4 guys on the other side, it's still a Hail Mary.
Let me see. So there was the side they sent everyone, but it was full on just one-on-one. Ball was only in the area of one receiver.
Sure, but that is still by definition a Hail Mary, and I don't love.
but didn't give him a chance to even make a play on the ball.
Sure.
And PI is still
Here's
possible on Hail Marys. They just never call it.
I was going to say, yes, but show me one time in the history of sports
No,
where they've
I know.
That's why you can't call it, because then it
the-
opens it up. Because you can argue every single Hail Mary ever is PI. Every goddamn one.
And if it was a group of receivers and a group of corners, I'd get that. It was literally one receiver could catch the ball, one corner could make a play on the ball, and the corner's full on tackling him as the ball gets there.
Oh, I mean, another corner almost gets his hands on it by being there, and there's another receiver 3 steps away.
But
That's
the other
by
receiver
definition still a Hail Mary.
But you have to throw that flag at the end of that game.
So you have to break the history of football and do
It's
something that has never
gotta-
been done before.
They've also called it in college before.
Have they?
Not in a playoff situation. But refs have in the history of college football called a PI or 2.
On a Hail Mary.
On a Hail Mary in a similar situation like this.
When? I've never seen them call that. And if we're going to start, then I guess let's start. But then we might as well never throw a Hail Mary. Because all it does is guarantee, because every Hail Mary is PI. Every goddamn one.
If it's, like I said, if it's the whole group bunched up Hail Mary where it's everyone's jumping for the ball, you can't call it. I agree. If it is literally only one guy can catch it, one corner's in coverage, and you're being full on tackled before you even have a chance to make a play on the ball as a receiver, you have to,
I get it. I get what you're saying.
especially in college when it's not
a change history.
Especially in college when it's not a placement foul. They don't get the ball into 1. In college, it's a 15-yard penalty.
That is different.
It's not like, oh, we threw a Hail Mary, it's PI, you get the ball on the 1-yard line now. No, it just bumps them up. Instead of having a 35-yard play, it's a 20-yard play.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's the correct call, but I see why they did it, and I see why they're not trying to change the history of how football works.
No, I get that.
Because as soon as you call that, that becomes you have to throw a flag on every Hail Mary.
But,
actually, at that point, you have to throw a flag on every deep ball that's not wide open.
That's not a typical deep ball coverage. The
Fair.
receiver being halfway to the ground by the time the ball gets to him is not on every deep ball.
Well, to be fair, because I am actively still watching this play, yes, the corner has a hold of him. He is also actively trying to dive for a football that is out of his reach. It is not him getting
because
down.
if you watch before the ball gets there, he's
getting
dragging
slowed
him
down.
He's
Yes.
dragging him down.
But he's also diving for it. Because if he just runs, he's never getting to that football. Like, he is diving and reaching out. Like, yes, he is being held onto, but he's not being tackled.
He is being dragged down. You and I are never going to agree on this.
Because I'm actively watching it.
I am too!
He's not getting dragged down.
Watch from the moment
He's
it pans
held,
to
he's
him.
held, he's held.
Held,
As
held.
soon as he jumps, now there's no hands on him.
Yeah, because he's pushing him down.
No.
Yes.
Because his hands are completely removed from his body.
Yes, because he used him to push up.
Ugh.
You and I are never agreeing on this, and we should probably just move on.
Why?
Because this is just going to be 40 minutes of you and I disagreeing on something you and I will never agree on. But Carson Beck goes on to play for a national championship.
Again, right? How has he won multiple already?
No. Is it again? I don't think it's
I mean,
again.
he was the quarterback of Georgia for years. Like, he was the starter at Georgia 23-24.
I don't think they definitely didn't win in 24. Oh, they might have. Is he a national champion?
I'm trying to figure that out now.
No, did not go to the. Did make the playoffs
24,
in 24.
25. Georgia didn't make the playoffs last year? That's not.
No, they last year he didn't. He wasn't there last year.
Was he not?
No, 24-25. He was not there.
Oh.
They made the playoff,
Where
but
the fuck was he? No, he was there. He was hurt.
oh yeah, he was hurt. Sorry, he got
Because
hurt.
he played in that for, I think. Now I gotta go look at.
No,
yeah,
he played.
because he played all season, and he played like the first bit of the playoff game, and then got pulled because he was still hurt. Because yeah, he was on Georgia 2021, 22, 23, and 24. Even though he didn't start, he definitely has at least one.
Oh well,
national
he
title.
definitely has one because he was part of the TCU team that won. He was part of the TCU winning team when they killed
Yeah.
TCU. So, but as a backup.
Yeah, they won back-to-back in 2021 and 2022.
But 23 he didn't win.
No, 23 they didn't. 23 they didn't make the playoff, I think.
24 they didn't win. Michigan won that year.
Right.
No, wait, 24 would have been. No, 24 would have been Ohio State. 23 would have been Michigan. Because 25 is going to be this year.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at something else, but this is confusing.
Yeah, good. I have to pull up something on Twitter.
Did they go... Okay. They won that year.
They would have won his first 2 years.
Yeah, I just want to know if he ever threw a pass. That's all that matters.
Yes, he threw a pass against TCU. He threw 3 against TCU even.
National champion. Yeah, he was 2 of 3 for 31 yards.
The big news for Ole Miss, the NCAA has denied Trinidad 6-year eligibility. But they're going to go to court over it. And the NCAA has always lost in court over stuff like this.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know.
Baseball news.
There is some of that.
What
do you know about baseball?
Max Kepler suspended 80 games for performance-enhancing drugs.
Did not see that.
Bang! Keek was not ready for me to have that baseball news because he didn't have it.
No. I was not. I have some Rockies news. We have some like arbitration news. Cause yeah, Tariq Skubal is gonna have to go to court. He's trying to become the highest paid player ever in arbitration. So baseball's rules are weird.
Yeah.
Basically, the team holds your rights for 6 seasons.
Yeah.
After 6 major league seasons. That is a very important distinction because the minor leagues don't count.
Yep.
Which is odd. But after your first 3 years, you become arbitration eligible, which means the team puts out an offer for you. You put out an offer to the team, how much you think you're worth. If you and the team agree to either of the offers, it's all good. You're signed. You move on. If the offers are super far apart, you go to arbitration, which is basically court. The highest paid player so far in arbitration was Juan Soto with the Yankees. Tariq Skubal was offered $19 million by the Tigers. He wants 32. Arbitration normally sides with the team or closer to the team because that's the point, is you're supposed to get the players at a discount early, which is crazy because the back-to-back Cy Young winner might not even make $20 million next year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Basically, none of the other arbitration things really matter as far as I can tell. So whatever. The Rockies didn't have to deal with anybody, though they kind of never do. They never go to arbitration, which is really odd.
Yeah.
Like, for a team that doesn't spend money, they sure make sure that they pay their guys early, at least. And now, to be fair, it is when you don't have to pay them as much. I think they're paying Mickey Moniak like $4 million this year.
Yeah.
So, like, that makes it easy, but still, it's kind of cool. They never have to do this bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Rockies news is, what the hell? Who are you, Caleb? Who are you?
I am Steve.
Who's Steve?
No, but that's who I am.
Steve. Sorry, I lost the tweet that showed all the things. Because I'm useful.
True.
Where is Rockies club information? That's what we needed. Yeah, they've agreed to terms on 1-year contracts to avoid arbitration with Brenton Doyle, Brennan Bernardino, who they just traded for, Ryan Feltner, Tyler Freeman, Jimmy Herget, and Mickey Moniak. So, woohoo. None of that matters. Though they also did the thing that does matter, finally make a move in free agency. They signed right-handed pitcher Michael Lorenzen from the Royals, and I'm actually really intrigued. Because this is, first of all, this new regime's first signing.
Yeah.
Which kind of tells us at least what this front office thinks is going to work at Coors Field, which is kind of Jimmy Herget-esque. So a pitcher who throws a lot of strikes, which leads to a lot of contact, but his hard hit percentage is low. He doesn't walk people, and that might work. Or he's going to get fucking blasted. Those are the two options.
Yeah.
It's the one struggle. And it is, I think, what they are at least trying to do with the outfield. They need to figure it out a little bit better. But, like, there's a reason their outfield is really fast with Mickey Moniak, Brenton Doyle, and Jordan Beck, at least currently. Their outfield's really fast, which is helpful because that's what you need in the biggest stadium in the league. But low hard hit percentage and giving up a lot of contact at Coors Field can be a bad thing because there's a lot of green grass for that ball to land on.
Yeah. You ready for the other baseball news I have?
Sure.
I'm doubling up. Did you see the interview with the MLB commissioner?
No.
He's calling it quits at the end of his current contract.
Good.
Which ends in 2029.
That's a little later than I would have liked, but good.
So we will have a new commissioner come the 20.
Hopefully the next one's better.
Yeah. Hopefully. Not hard.
No.
Football news.
Mikey got fired.
Mikey got fired.
Very sad.
Yeah. Did you hear the thought of why?
Because the GM candidate they wanted has his own idea in mind for who's going to be their coach and didn't want to be saddled.
I have a guess.
Who's your guess?
Michael Floor.
Possibly.
Because he's coming from the Packers.
Maybe even Matt LaFleur. Maybe the Packers are going to fire him. I saw somebody say that, and I was so lost. But sure.
Please.
I would love it if the Packers would do that. They should fire him and then hire... I was going to say Mike McCarthy, but they already did that once. I guess, I don't know, hire Harbaugh.
So, there's a new thought of where Harbaugh's going to end up.
Cleveland?
Apparently off of people reading lips, the most reliable source of all time.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that video. Jackson Dart definitely did say Harbaugh or Stefanski. He definitely did. But the question I have is, what was the question? Was it who's gonna be the coach or who do you want to be the coach? Those are very different.
Do you know what my answer is for the drama?
For the drama, your answer is,
who do you want to be the coach?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Well, because imagine the drama if it's who do you want to be the coach and they don't hire either.
That's fair. That's fair.
The other NFL news.
What are you talking about?
What?
Please. We'll talk about it in a second.
There is a lot of... Jalen Hurts got asked a question today about... So Saleh got asked a question about Saquon still and why his production wasn't that good. And he's like, Saquon's still elite. He's not the problem. And I'm not going to talk about it schematic-wise. Eagles got asked if the QB decline is what's behind him not being as good this year. And his answer, word for word, no, the season has just gone the way it is. The approach this year and the way the games have been called with this coordinator, it's just gone that way. I've taken it in stride, giving my best with the position they've put me in. I wonder who's the problem there in everyone's mind.
No, it couldn't possibly be the offensive coordinator. I've had to listen all year to every non-Eagles fan say that Jalen Hurts is the problem. Yeah. So it must be Jalen Hurts. It can't possibly be the offensive coordinator who's not using the best running back in football or the best receiver on that team or the second best receiver on that team. I don't know what that offense is doing.
Or the tight end.
Who gets used there? Or they also don't use Jalen Hurts as a runner for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
They have managed to have all these playmakers and use absolutely none of them.
Yeah.
Which is a talent.
Sorry, the thing I was reacting to was a Vikings fan was talking about the cap situation. Because right now the Vikings are like $37 million over the cap.
How?
Lots of reasons. They signed a lot of people to very short deals last year. But they, obviously they'll do restructures and whatever. But how is this even possible when the QB has the 15th highest cap hit on the team and nobody's cap hit is over $23 million? Justin Jefferson's cap hit is $40 million. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, what do you mean nobody's is over that? Dude just got paid $50 million a year. His is obviously higher.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. This guy's just stupid. But yeah, it's because next year's cap hits, Jefferson's at 40, Brian O'Neill at 23, Darisaw at 23, Jonathan Grenard at 23, Jonathan Allen at 22, Javon Hargrave at 22, DJ Hawkinson at 22, Byron Murphy at 20, Jesus. Andrew Van Ginkel at 20, Will Freeze at 18, Aaron Jones at 15. It's like Ryan Kelly's going to retire, so that's going to wipe like $12 million off the books. Yeah. Aaron Jones is going to get cut. That's going to wipe like $12 million off the books. Jonathan Grenard at least is going to get restructured because none of his money is guaranteed. So he's going to restructure it into guarantees, which will lower the cap hit. That's how it works. Jettas will probably get restructured as in, we're going to give you 30 of this as a bonus. Suddenly your cap hit's only $8 million.
Yeah.
That is how this works. It's really easy to get around some of this, but yeah. If Harrison Smith retires, his money comes off the book. Like, that's how these things work. They're going to work around it, and suddenly they're going to have money and sign people, and people are going to be confused. This is the one part of the Vikings I'm not concerned about, because Kwesi is the math guy.
Yeah.
That's what he's good at. I'm not worried about this part. If you want to question his drafts, I think you're kind of dumb at this point, but if you want to, that's one thing. Questioning the money, I'm just not gonna until he gives me a reason to.
That's fair. You ready to talk basketball?
No.
We'll do games first.
Is there something else to talk about?
Did you not see what happened in the NBA?
I mean, the Trae Young trade happened last time we recorded, right? Oh.
Nor the John Morant stuff.
Well, okay. The John Morant stuff's not news. If it's news to somebody, then I'm going crazy because I've heard this be talked about since March. That John Morant was going to get moved.
No, the reasoning behind it came out.
Ooh, okay.
And all that.
Interesting.
Like, everything that went down there. Pacers beat the Hornets, shocker. Actually, kind of. Timberwolves beat the Cavs, shocker. It's not.
I mean, it could be. The Cavs are supposed to be good.
The Cavs can't win 3 games in a row. They haven't won 3 games in a row all year. The Jazz beat the Mavericks. Anthony Davis has injured his right hand joints and is going to have to get surgery and is out for a few months.
Incredible.
You want to know what's worse about it? The play he got hurt, he just hand checked somebody. Barely.
Nice.
He barely touched Laurie and grabbed his hand in pain.
Love that.
So do you know what the new talk is? So can we officially say that Luka trade is by far the worst trade ever, seeing how this man has played 20 games in 2 years now?
I'm going to still answer. Unless AD gets traded, I'm going to say no. The Luka trade gave them Cooper Flag, and then let's be honest. If AD and Kyrie are healthy next year, let's not pretend that Kyrie, Cooper Flag, and AD is not at least a partial contender.
I like that.
Like, we cannot officially say anything about that trade until either AD retires or is off that team. Those are you have to wait.
I did see a funny image. It was Luka and Trae Young. And then a picture of Desmond Bane and I forgot who else by Bane. Oh, Mikal Bridges. Yeah. And it was one of these 2 picks is worth 1 first-round pick. The other one is worth 5.
The Trae Young thing is so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened to his value. I don't know if it's just injuries or what. But, like...
Yeah, let me speed run through these.
I think NBA GMs are forgetting how fucking good Trae Young is.
Let me speed through these other games real quick because I want to talk to Trae. Any shocking ones? The Pelicans beat the absolute shit out of the Wizards. The Clippers beat the shit out of Brooklyn. The Thunder barely beat a John Morant-less Grizzlies team. Trailblazers beat the Rockets, and the Bucks beat the Lakers. LeBron almost had a triple-double.
The GOAT.
No, Trae Young. So here's what I think the Trae Young thing is. People know how good Trae Young is. The issue is, if Trae Young doesn't have the ball in his hands, what does he do for you?
It's a good thing he's a point guard.
He doesn't move off the ball. He doesn't defend.
Sure.
And apparently a lot of the issues the Hawks organization had was his assists were not getting people involved. A lot of his assists were to get assists.
Okay. Look, man, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to call it now. The Hawks are going to enter an even more perpetual state of rebuild, and the Wizards are going to, next year, go on a weird run, and everybody's going to be confused. Well, so it's going to be because the Hawks just traded their best player for no fucking reason, for absolutely nothing. But I'm not giving it to a rookie.
Here's the issues with Trae Young and the Hawks.
Yeah.
The Hawks' record with Trae Young is drastically worse when he's playing than when he's off the court.
Yeah, because he hasn't played in that many games yet this year because of injuries, which means he's had no time to gel because a lot of the Hawks are not, guys he's played a ton of.
Kristaps is the only new guy. Kristaps and Nikhil, sorry. And Kristaps hasn't played that much.
Yeah, I gotta double check this, but...
Jalen Johnson was there last year. The whole Hawks roster, actually.
So I'm gonna go look at last year's roster. Apparently I'm not. I lied.
Dyson was there last year. Was Kennard there last year? I don't remember.
Uh,
I don't remember if Kennard was here.
according to this, no. No, Kennard was not there.
Okay,
I
Kennard.
wish I could see who was starting. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, depth chart.
So yeah,
Richard Shaw was there
played-
last year. Onyeka was there
okay.
last year.
Oh, that's just game started. Hold
So
on.
of the 5 starters, who was starting?
I thought
Nikhil or
less guys were
Dyson?
there.
Who typically starts?
I have
for them?
no idea who's
Who,
starting
I don't
this
know
year.
who typically starts for them. Is the thing. Is this gonna tell me? See, I know the way.
But either way, all I'm gonna keep saying is, the Hawks they might continue to be weirdly good for this year, but the Hawks definitely just got worse, and the Wizards just got a lot better.
I like this for the both teams. Weirdly,
I don't love it if I'm the Hawks, but maybe this is just me and trauma from the Karl Anthony Towns trade and knowing how that goes. Because you know what the Hawks are going to say in a year or two?
huh?
Man, I really wish we had a guy like
So-
Trae Young.
So, the Hawks without Trae Young are 17-13. They were 2-8 in games Trae Young played in.
Sure.
Their offense. Let's see if I can find this team numbers. Their off. Well, that's not going to tell me a good team. Actually, I guess it does. Their offense. Actually, well, I could actually have that. Oh, their offense only went up by 3 points when Trae Young was in the game. When Trae Young was playing for them, they only scored 3 more points a game.
I mean, all I'm going to say is we'll see.
The
But
big,
I think this isn't going to work out as well for the Hawks as they think it will.
I think it will work out. I think it's both teams will benefit really well from this.
Maybe
I think it's Jalen Johnson's team. Truly. I think this team's going to be really good defensively. Which felt like what they wanted to be the identity. It's just 6'1". Trae Young is not guarding a soul. Trae Young says apparently Trae Young's not going to play for the Wizards this year.
Oh, all year?
Apparently he's not going to play this year.
Okay.
It was come out that the plan is not to have him play this year. The plan is he's not playing this year with them. And it's more or less they're just keeping the tank. But I want to shout out the Wizards. Will Dawkins, the GM of the Wizards. Hear this out, Keith. They started with Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal became Chris Paul. Chris Paul became Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole became C.J. McCollum. And C.J. McCollum turned into Trae Young. They also added 4 pick swaps and six second round picks during that course of trades. I would be very happy with my GM if he takes Bradley Beal and gets me Trae Young.
That's fair.
But John Morant is also going to be traded.
Probably.
John Morant will also not play another minute in a Grizzlies jersey.
I did see that.
And the big issue came, and this is John Morant being a bit of a baby, when he got a 1-game suspension from the team over something. And apparently the coaches did not talk positive about with his teammates around, and ruined a bunch of relationships by doing that.
Okay. I need this trade idea explained to me. I checked ESPN
Yes.
for their trade ideas for Ja. So I wanted to see what the idea is that Minnesota will have to give up.
I hope we're looking
So
at the
this
same one.
trade idea. Ja Morant goes to the Wolves. The Grizzlies get
Yep.
Rob Dillingham, Naz Reid, and a second. The Wizards get Terrence Shannon. The Jazz get Mike Conley. But the Wizards and Jazz give up nothing. What the fuck is the point of including them? That makes no sense.
I'm assuming the Wizards are giving up the 20. I'm guessing both the Wizards and Jazz give up the seconds. Well, we've seen this before, to be fair.
Yeah, but like, what's the point?
We've seen this before in the NBA.
Right, but what's the point?
A lot of the time, just to get money off of the team. To teams who can take the money.
Right. Okay, give all of the money to the Grizzlies. Well, Terrence Shannon's not money. That's just giving up a young asset for no fucking reason. Like, that's not getting rid of money. And then Mike Conley, just send him back to the fucking Grizzlies so he can retire there. Like, Memphis can just eat it. I don't understand. That's too much for no reason.
But the other trade ideas, I literally have the tweet in front of me with all four of the trade ideas. Was the Raptors quickly Abachi in a 2026 lottery protected pick. The Bucks get Ja. The Grizzlies get Kuzma, Kevin Porter in a 2026 first round pick swap. Pistons get Gary Harris and Cass.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the Pistons are giving up the first pick swap.
Sure.
And then the other one is Ja for Tyler Hero and Fettuccini.
Okay, I can't lie. If these are the specific offers on the table, and Memphis takes any of them that aren't just Naz Reid and Rob Dillingham, they're the dumbest organization in basketball. Naz Reid is the best player here by far. By far.
Tyler Hero. For what the Grizzlies need, best player does not mean best player for the team. The Grizzlies do not have a guard.
Yeah, but why the fuck would you want Tyler Hero?
So Jake Lockendale isn't your starting guard?
Ooh? That's a center.
That's a center, apparently.
Which is what Naz Reid is, which is their biggest need. Odd how that works out.
Sorry, so you don't have Cam Spencer playing point guard for you as a starter.
I think I'd rather keep Cam Spencer than have Landale. I can't lie.
I would much rather have Hero than for this team.
I wouldn't. But I'm also of the opinion I wouldn't rather have Hero on any team. Give him to me for free, and I still say no.
You're crazy.
He's not good. Man, I've constantly watched that guy be awful at every chance. Don't worry, he can give you 22 against Memphis on a Tuesday. But, the playoffs come around, here's 4 points, because that's all I know how to do. I'm scared. I'm being a hater, but it's deserved. I don't like Tyler Hero.
He gave y'all 17, 9, and 3.
Y'all? Never played for my team. Oh, he scored 17, 9, and 3. Against Rob Dillingham. Fucking good job, bud.
Against Anthony Edwards.
But also, this 17, 9, and 3 for the guy averaging 24. He did great. He did worse than normal. Congrats.
Yeah, he averages 22, actually, not 24. But 23.
Same fucking thing. But, like, that actually did not help what you... He put up 17.
Do you know what's kind of crazy? Do you know what he put up in his last playoff game?
17?
4 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm fucking saying, dude. In the playoffs, he averages less than 18 points per game.
To be fair to him, the rest of that series, he had 21 and 33. I'm not going to say what they had game 3.
No, you're going to say what he had game 3. You're going to say it.
He had 13.
Uh-huh. What do you have game 1 and 2?
21 and 33.
Or was that the 21 and 30? Oh, okay. That was okay. No, I got you.
They also played a Cleveland team everyone thought was going to walk to the finals until Boston showed up and said, "Hey."
Well, sure, but man, let's not pretend that the guards in Cleveland are exactly known for their defense. I'm not saying they're bad defenders.
Holy Hall of Fame playoff dropper, Jesus.
It's almost like Geek was right.
I didn't realize he was this big of a playoff dropper.
Yeah, that's why they didn't win a ring with Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero is the reason.
No, what's crazy is his best playoff year was his rookie year.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta
I'm telling you.
That's actually ridiculous.
I tried to tell y'all, man. I tried.
It's ridiculous.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'd rather have Nas Reed. I don't care. Even if he's slightly better, even if Tyler Hero is slightly a better fit, which I'm not 100% sure of, because Nas Reed is a perfect center to pair with Jaren Jackson Jr. Though apparently I saw somebody talking about how he might get moved too, which is weird. I think
Grizzlies
so.
Are gonna fully blow it up.
Well, if they do that, then you don't want either Nas Reed or Tyler Hero.
No, but then I think
what you'd want. I think what you'd want is like the Terrence Shannon Rob Dillingham thing becomes intriguing because they're both young. Then you want picks, and then I gotta double check. Why? How did I not know that happened? I was assuming in my brain. Well, Rudy's contract has to be expiring this year or next year. Why did he just get an extension this offseason?
Because he has an offensive bag.
I mean, he is the best center in the game.
He has a better offense. Yeah, he's the best center currently playing in the NBA.
Yeah. I'm glad you knew what I was saying. Yeah, I'm glad you knew what I was saying. I really thought you were going to freak out, and I was going to be like, that guy doesn't play right now, so it's Rudy. You don't have an argument.
No, it's funny. I saw a tweet today. He's about Derek Lively. And it was like, man, if you would have told me 33-year-old Rudy Gobert would develop an offensive bag before this fucker, I would be pissed.
True.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Timberwolves still suck.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Say that as they beat you in the playoffs again. It's fine.
It's going to be Nuggets Thunder in the conference championships unless Denver decides.
Well, the Thunder ain't making it and the Nuggets ain't making it, so.
Rudy's not hitting a fadeaway midi again, dude.
Dog, if he does, I want to see you pack it up.
Dog, I will move in with
Pack
you.
up your fandom.
I will live under your stairs.
By the time that comes around, I don't want you to.
I will live under your stairs.
That's crazy.
I will build a little compartment that's a 5x5, too small for me, and I will just be curled up in a ball in the corner there. Because Rudy ain't hitting a fadeaway midi again in his life. Still fucking ridiculous. I've never seen this. Again. As a lot of people have said that night. With 6 minutes left, they've never seen more of a dagger in their life.
True.
Because the moment that shit went in, I kid you not, I was at a bar for that game. So many people left after that shot because they knew it was raps. You have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Anyways, that does it here at Sports at Sunrise. We hope you have an outstanding day, and bye!